Hi everyone and welcome to Lost Boy. My name is Jamie for those of you that are new here, and for those of you that are returning, thank you for all of your support. This is going to be a general collective message. It's intended for whoever needs it. Take the messages that resonate with you in your particular situation and drop the ones that do not. As always, my website is down below if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me. Alrighty, y'all. Before I get into today's reading and we see what comes up, the energy that I was picking up on while I was, cleansing my space, getting my cards ready, there is a karmic feminine who is wanting to make a reappearance back into someone's life. This person could either be a family member or a friend or even an old work colleague or business partner. This is somebody here who does not have any good intentions towards you. They might be wanting to come back acting like they've changed or that they're a different person. But the truth of the matter is that they haven't. They've just been keeping up with you and what it is that you have going on now. And they really mostly just want to come back in to sabotage what you have going on. Also, what I picked up on while I was pre-shuffling, for those of you that are single and you're entertaining potential suitors, be very careful because there's this energy here of like a sugar daddy or a sugar mommy or somebody here who is willing to pay for what they want. But it's the energy of wanting a certain specific type of individual to, I don't know, like stroke their ego in some kind of way. So be very, very careful here with accepting gifts from anyone because it seems like they want to try and use that to try and, I don't know, have like a little bit of mind control on you. That's just what I was picking up on. But let's get into the tarot. We're going to begin with the tarot dice. This might be a little loud, so if you're sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe, what is going on in the energy? And what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? That went super far. Somebody could have taken things a little too far. We do have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and if you give me one moment, I'm going to go pick up the other one. That went flying. Yes, I have a throw blanket on. Very interesting. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody here is not happy that you're about to be receiving something, or that you're going to be receiving some kind of news or some kind of information here. Something here that's been a long time coming with this Knight of Pentacles, because that's the one that went flying away. And when I got back to my desk, I have like a little cauldron that I use to put my sage in that I use, and that just tumbled everywhere. So there's this energy here of somebody wanting to come in and mess things up for you. They want to destroy things. They don't want you to get into good partnerships here. They don't want you to make any wise decisions here. I definitely see that somebody here is getting ready to take some kind of long-awaited action. This could be somebody here who's been watching you from afar. Maybe somebody who's been trying to get or gain some more information on you. Not in a bad way. This actually feels good. This choice, this decision has to do with partnerships and with people, who, who vibrate on your level. Somebody here who can see eye to eye with you. Someone here who understands you. Again, this could be family, friends, lover. Somebody here is definitely finally unshackling themselves from some kind of belief that they have been holding on to. I don't know what that belief is. Maybe it's their belief that they don't feel good enough or worthy enough of someone like you. I don't think that this is someone that you've been intimate with before, or someone here that you've had a deeper relationship with. This could be an acquaintance, or this could just be someone that frequents the same shop as you, and that could be a coffee shop, a crystal shop, Target, even, wherever you go. We do have the High Priestess right here. I'm sorry, that's the Empress. And this King of Wands. Maybe you intimidated somebody here with your truth, or the fact that you maybe... There's like this energy here of this person thinking that you feel, or maybe that's how they perceived you at first, before they got to finding out more about you. Because the High Priestess is somebody here who is closed off, right? Not closed off from a hurt space, but more like closed off and guarded in the sense of someone who has very strong boundaries. But I also feel like you're the type of person here that looks really good. You shine really well. Yeah, somebody here wanted you to be out in the cold in some way, and it could be this person here who's been trying to sabotage you. Again, it could be a karmic feminine here who's maybe upset that her ex has eyes on you, and you might not even know this broad. You might not even know this gentleman, and flip the roles however it fits. I don't know the particulars to your situation. Somebody definitely wanted you to feel isolated out in the cold. They wanted you to feel like the problem was you and your boundaries. But either way, we have some news, some communication, some kind of truth. Somebody here, I mean, we have all of these knights here. There's definitely action here that is being taken. Something here that has also been a long time in the making with this Knight of Pentacles. It's something here about the stage has already been set. The plan has already been in motion. And everything is playing out as it should have. Like, the plan is finally materializing itself because the proper steps have already been taken. We have the Eight of Wands. This news is trickling in really fast. Again, there's somebody here trying to manipulate a situation to stop you from coming into union with your soul tribe. We have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Wow. That's wish fulfillment. That's balance. That's equilibrium. That's being on the same page with the Six of Pentacles, seeing eye to eye, like I said, with that Two of Cups. Somebody here is really wanting to take action here to restore some kind of balance in your life. Now, maybe this person here took so long to try and come into connection with you because of maybe the things that they might have overheard, right? Because the High Priestess is somebody who's very tight-lipped, right? Somebody who works for Source. They work for God. That's their reason for everything that they do. And those people can get a bad rap here for, you know, because they're very selective with their energy. And people take that the wrong way when you don't want to deal with them. So, and that leaves a lot of doors open for interpretation, for people to assume and run wild with whatever the hell they have going on in their own head, right? Trying to make their own problems projected onto other people, right? Like, oh, Collective's so quiet and secretive because they have a whole secret life going on behind the scenes, right? Or whatever. But either way, I think you definitely got the attention here of someone. This person could be extremely good-looking, charismatic. This is definitely somebody here who is very genuine, very authentic, but also somebody you're very competitive. This person doesn't lose. They don't like to lose, but it's like a healthy competition, right? Because the King of Wands is upright. Someone who is not afraid of a good, of a fight. Somebody who is very confident in themselves and in their own abilities. Yeah, the Five of Swords are reversed, and the High Priestess reversed. Oh, and I knew that was the Empress, and I said that, wow, it's a High Priestess, and I was like, no, that's the Empress. Somebody could have definitely been trying to downplay you, trying to downplay your energy, downplay your status. You could, this karmic feminine could be a false High Priestess. Somebody who just jumped on the New Age bandwagon, bought one book and, thinks that because they've talked a talk and lived it for a week that they now are it type of energy. Somebody here who bullies others from their pulpit. It's definitely giving the energy of somebody here who thinks that they're the queen bee, but really they're only the queen because they lead with fear. They keep people trapped and isolated due to fear. Anyways, we're not going to keep talking about that individual because nobody gives a crap about them. I'm just going to keep it real. The reason why they keep wanting to be... They want to... What's that energy called? It's like they want to remain relevant. So that's why they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. That's why they're projecting. That's why they're sending this evil eye. That's why they're... sending all this hate your way, is because they still want to try and be relevant. This is definitely somebody here that you have disconnected with. You've learned the lesson. You don't want to repeat the cycle. You're moving on. Bigger and better things, connecting with people who are actually deserving of your time and your attention. These are not people who are going to try and use you. But instead, you're finally going to be surrounded with people who want to uplift you, who want to help elevate you, who want to elevate together. Either way, action here is being strongly taken. I do have strong Sagittarius, Pisces, Taurus energy here. Even Libra as well. Aquarius as could be relevant too for some of you. I don't know. It's given the energy of this bitch is only going to make herself even more mad because you're not falling for the tricks. And something here as well, maybe this karmic feminine could be the one who's sending, that sugar daddy energy towards you. Right? In the hopes to entrap you in a karmic cycle in some kind of way. This is definitely somebody here who has a hard time and difficulty accepting what's going on in their own life. So the only way that they can make themselves feel better is by attacking you, by attacking your psyche, by attacking your spirit, by attacking your name. But they can't stop what's already in motion. The decision here has already been made. It was made a long time ago when you decided to choose love. When you chose Source, when you chose God, when you chose the universe. That's when that decision was made. You're also very fertile at this moment. You're getting ready to birth some kind of new life, something new that you have created, that you have been working on, that the seeds have already been planted, is getting ready to come into fruition. It's getting ready to step out into that portal. Some of you guys could definitely be shifting timelines right now. I also feel like you took down some kind of crude bitch. And you didn't even really have to try. All you had to do was just be you. And I think that's what angers this person even more. Is that they couldn't get you to act out of character. And even then, your true self is still shining and it's still gathering attention. You definitely have a lot of eyes on you. Somebody definitely wants to come in and commit to someone. Definitely be a new friend, a new lover, a new business partner. It's like the life that you've always wanted is like right around the corner, and somebody doesn't want you to take those steps. They're trying to trip you up. But they're only tripping themselves up. They're only tripping themselves up. Universe, please tell us more for the collective. So I am in New England, and starting tomorrow we're gonna get a heat wave. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in my home with the AC on. But I am gonna do. I know the month is almost over, so I'm not gonna do like the zodiac signs, but I am gonna do like readings for like the collective. Like collective earth signs, collective air signs, water signs, and the air signs. So you'll definitely be seeing a lot of me in the next couple of days. Because I don't do 98-degree weather. I'm sorry. I don't. I'll do 98 degrees the band, but I won't do the weather. Absolutely not. Universe, tell us more, please. That could even be a part of this reading. Like, maybe there's going to be a return of passion, a return of heat is going to be brought back into your life in some kind of way. We have perseverance. You pushed through. You kept working. You didn't stop. You didn't allow the fear to get the best of you. You didn't crumble under pressure. We have an impasse. You persevered through an impasse. Somebody was literally trying to roadblock you based on some kind of illusion, based on some kind of lie. They didn't want you to go forward. They were like, halt. What's the password? So it's given the energy of somebody wanting to gatekeep you. I just heard handler. I don't know if somebody here was acting as if they were your handler, thinking that they can control your decisions, that they could make you conform. This could be a whole group. This could be like a family or an old friend group that you separated from who was trying to drag you back into their fuckery. Or it could just be one group that went after you because of one individual, right? Who, I don't know, felt like they had to stop you, felt like they had to gatekeep you. We have guilt in the reverse. You don't feel guilty here. You don't feel guilty for leaving people behind who did not want to better themselves. You know, you probably recognized here, wow, this is totally deja vu right now. Somebody here wanted you to feel like you had to be responsible for their well-being. And who the hell are you to want better for yourself? Maybe at one point you were a people pleaser, right? Always willing to take your shirt off the back to help anybody here. And maybe that's what they knew about you, that person, that group, these people, these karmics here. You know, they see how much of a good person you are, and they took that as you being naive. But after, when that energy doesn't get reciprocated, when the energy never gets reciprocated, and you're left questioning, why am I always the one hurting? While I'm uplifting everyone, why can't anyone help uplift me? Why can't anyone help support me? They always want me to do, but they don't want to do themselves. Right? And to other people, like I said, we started this off with you having strong, healthy boundaries. And maybe it took you some time to put up those healthy boundaries. Right? You don't know what you know until you do. Or until you see. truly see, right? And somebody wanted you not to see with this Hanged Man. They didn't want you to see things in a different perspective, in a different way, in a different light, under a different scope. I just pictured a microscope. So I don't know if these people thought that they were examining you, thought that they were experimenting on you, thought that they knew you inside and out. But either way, because you have those boundaries up, right, that's when they started calling you cold-hearted. Because you're no longer deciding to carry around other people's guilt. Because that's really what happens, right? We have this person in the back sitting there drinking their life away, and then we have somebody else here who is slaving away, taking care of the daily chores, while somebody here sulks and sits in their pain and rots in their own misery. You've gained a lot of wisdom in this situation here. You have learned a lot. Look at that gossip right behind your wisdom. They're gossiping about the fact that you are applying your wisdom correctly into your life. You know what? Maybe they should start speaking the actual truth instead of running their mouth. And the truth is that you have become wiser and smarter, and you have caught on to their tricks, to their games, to their tactics. And you've remained grateful, because you know anything is possible with God, the universe, source. You know that you will always be taken care of if you lead with love. You don't feel guilty anymore, because maybe you're realizing, you know what? The pressures that people have been putting on you were never yours to carry in the first place. And what happens when you gain wisdom, when you start seeing people for who they actually are, you start seeing that, you know what, people are just trying to lock me up in the very prisons that they themselves are locked away in. And you're not about to be a victim to somebody else's bullshit. You have gained wisdom. You are wise beyond your years. Some of you could actually be tapping into your Akashic records at this time. Maybe studying, examining, looking up your soul contract. Either way, as well, whoever this individual is that was leading the charge against you, it's like they didn't want you to step into your North Node. But that's the reason why you are so protected at this time, is because you are in your purpose. You are doing what you were sent here to do. That's why you're so heavily protected at this time. Universe, tell us more. For the collective, please. Excuse me. Universe, tell us more. Adjudication in the reverse, and community in the reverse. So it's like a whole community here, a whole group of people who probably don't even like each other, was trying to make you out to be the victim, to make you the blame, but you're not guilty of anything. This could be people who were trying to persecute you, trying to crucify you in some kind of way, whether they even try to use the legal system here to claim that you were crazy, to try and get you caught up, to try and have you catch a case, right? To stop you, to stop your forward movement. Or this is somebody here who could have been praying against you, right? There are people out there who will pray against other people, but yet they claim to want to support you, but yet they pray against you, or they try to do whatever the High Priestess in the reverse does. I don't know, maybe this is somebody here who practices black magic, and I'm not saying that black magic is bad. It's all about checking your why. Check your why. It's all about intent. But this could be somebody here who was even trying to petition the spiritual courts to go against you, maybe even trying to have your own ancestors go against you. I'm seeing this whole community is even now falling apart because now they're heavily under judgment for refusing to handle their own bullshit just because you worked hard and made it out of something. Mature woman in the reverse. Not very mature. Not very demure. A wealthy man. Not very wealthy. We have an immature feminine and a very broke boy who does not act like a man. This could be the same person, or this could be two separate energies. These people are not on the same page. Their image is beginning to crack for the thievery. Right? Because look at this. It's a man and a woman working together to stop somebody from working, to stop somebody from putting in all the work that they have been putting in. Whether it's just in your life, on your spiritual journey, some of you have been trying to pursue your passions with that 9 of Cups, trying to live the dream life that you've always had for yourself. I don't know, some of you maybe are finally opening up your own bakery, or I'm going to use as an example, but like maybe you are opening up your own bakery here and you're not going to be able to share the treats that you created out of love with the rest of the world, and somebody doesn't like the fact that you're opening up your own bakery, right? Because maybe this person only uses, Betty Crocker cake mix. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. I'm just saying. Oh, Collective's going to have their own bakery? Meanwhile, they're adding water and oil with 3 eggs, right, to their Betty Crocker mix, right? And they tell everybody, I made this from scratch, right? That's the type of energy of people that you've been dealing with, just false, phony, immature people who are trying to act like they have some kind of status. And for the record, money does not buy you status. I don't care how much of it that you have. Universe, please tell us more. Please tell us more. The 8 of Pentacles reverse. So it's like a whole community that can't even stand each other was trying to go up against you to stop you from working, to stop you from progressing, to stop you from building. They wanted to elicit some kind of fear, all because they wanted to win at all costs, or they wanted to be perceived like they've won, that they've won over you, that they've done better in life than you. I don't even know what the hell that means. But the 5 of Swords is reversed right here. Doesn't matter how hard they tried to go up against you, how hard they tried to force you. You did not let their lies crumble you. Wow, look at all of this. They really wanted you out in the cold. They wanted you to have no opportunities. They didn't want people to believe you with this Ace of Swords. They didn't want people to believe your truth, your authenticity. But yet these are people who are willing to manipulate your heart, to use your own emotions against you, to block you from opportunities, or to make you feel like you are not worthy of something, or that you should just give up. For some of you, Whatever it is that life that you have been wanting for yourself has been on delay. It's been paused because of this fuckery. Pardon for my language. Wanting to stop you from having the universe come and save and rescue you. From you meeting your divine partner. Because this is the high priestess being rescued by the angel. They did not want you to be rescued and saved by God. They wanted you to feel like God, the universe, was never going to come to help you. Four of Pentacles. So what do? They wanted you to slave away while they held on to all of the benefits, while they reaped all of the rewards. By you doing and picking up their chores, the things that they should have been able to do for themselves. You know, this community here could be the type of people here who act like they're like an unenabled, lost puppy in a way. I don't even know if that makes sense, but like it's the type of energy here of where they act like they're incapable of doing something that everybody else does, right? We'll use like ironing laundry or folding laundry for an example. Like that's really not that hard or difficult to do, but only you can do it for them. They can't do it themselves. Only you can do it. Or you have to do it because they can't. They don't know how. They've never learned. There are plenty of YouTube tutorials to teach you how to fold. That's how I learned how to fold a fitted sheet instead of rolling it up into a ball. The Queen of Swords. You decided to leave the emotions out of this and focus on the truth. Focus on the facts. This isn't about feelings. It isn't about feelings. And maybe you focused on the facts. And I'm going to keep reiterating that here because these people are the ones that focus on the feelings. They focus on their feelings. And so they put the weight of their problems and their triggers onto you. And we have the Queen of Wands. It's about the facts. And you're still shining. You are refusing to accept anybody else's narrative or anybody else's profile about you. And you're proving every single one of them wrong. Everything that they've said about you is now openly visible to the public by the truth. Everybody sees who you really are. Everybody knows who the Empress, the real Empress, is. You know, if this is somebody in your family, like maybe this is somebody here who thought that they were going to be the patriarch or the matriarch, right? And you just naturally are that energy. It's that, for some of you, that could be what you're dealing with, but for others of you, it's not exactly that, but that's the kind of vibe, that's the kind of energy that it is. Somebody doesn't want you to step into your rightful role because they think that that's their role. 33 on the timer. Universe, tell us more. Two of Pentacles reversed. A choice and a decision here has been made. Now we have somebody here locked up. Look, you got angels and demons locking these people up, confining them. Somebody here is being put into spiritual jail, into some kind of mental confinement. Double eights here, with the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. 88, what goes around comes back around. All because you made a choice, and you stuck with it. You stuck to focus on the truth. You stuck focusing on the facts. Somebody here has manipulated and petitioned the wrong type of energies here. You know how messed up you gotta be in order to have the light and the dark side come together after you? Do you know the amount of shit that you've had to manipulate and distort? Do you honestly not think that the universe wants to keep that equilibrium, to keep that balance. Somebody could have gone as far. Maybe that's why the whole community is falling apart. Because even the people they've been working with were like, why did you take it this far? Why did you take it to this extreme? Because now they're all getting this. They're all being attacked by the light and the dark side. They're being put under judgment. The past is coming back to haunt them. Everything that they've done, everything that they've said, everything that they manufactured and fabricated, all of it, that profile that they created for you, is now theirs to wear. They need to own that. Four of Wands reversed. Whatever recognition they thought that they had, whatever power that they thought that they had, even in their own group or in other groups that they're a part of, they're slowly losing their recognition. Six of Cups reversed. You're not confused about the past. Maybe that's why this person wants to come back in with that, you know, with what I got while I was pre-shuffling. Maybe that's why they want to come back in here, because they want to try and distort the way that you see the past. They want to distort the truth that you hold about the past. They want to try and rewrite your history in some kind of way, because they couldn't rewrite your future. So let's try to rewrite their history in hopes that the collective sees us in a better light, and maybe the collective will petition the universe and tell the universe not to go so hard on us. Listen, honey, for the karmics that are watching, not even the collective can save you from this. What you have coming to you is the energy that you put out. That's just universal law. You get what you give. Universe, tell us more, please. That's why this new life is getting ready to unfold for you. Because you persevered, you kept pushing through. And all the blessings that were blocked, they're going to be trickling in. Knight of Swords reversed, Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords reversed. With the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody here is definitely going to try and make you an offer. Could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be. Because somebody sees that now you're doing well. Oh, look at you with all of those Six Pentacles. Let me give you another one. Like, bitch, how about you take that pentacle and go buy some shoes? You clearly need it more than I do. Page of Swords reverse, but it's all a lie. It's all a manipulation tactic. It's all a tool. Just to see what you have. To spy and get some information. You see the truth. The blindfold has been ripped off your eyes. You know exactly that these people here have been wanting to try and have you fight with yourself. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody here has definitely been trying to block some kind of information from coming to you, or trying to block somebody from communicating with you, from speaking with you. We're going to clarify that. Universe, tell me about this Knight of Swords in the reverse. Thank you. The Five of Swords. Yep. Willing to do, and somebody here is... They still didn't learn their lesson. They still did not learn their lesson. They're really going to try again. That's why they're coming back around. You know what? Let me try something different in hopes that you won't see it. But the thing is, you already see this person for who they are. The way that you feel about this individual or individuals, the way that you see these individuals, that's never going to change anymore. Now that you have decided to totally rip the blindfold off and see things for what they are. They're thinking that they can rewrite your history into having you believe that they were always for you and always on their side, and they're so sorry, and, you know, saying all of the nice things, using their gifts of persuasion here, the ones that you can see right through, because you now have discernment. Or you've always had it, but they wanted you to doubt yourself. All because they want to win at all costs. They want you, to see that, oh, I've been saved by the universe. You know, the universe has showed me the error of my ways. No, they haven't. They still think that it's your fault and it's your problem. But you already know that. You already know that because you could be receiving news or have already received some kind of news, some kind of opportunities here, some kind of blessing, and they just want some for themselves. Four of Cups reverse. You're no longer missing out on an opportunity here. You're no longer missing out on an opportunity here, right? Upright, it's two people trying to talk the High Priestess out of what she already knows within herself. In the reverse, these people have no more power over you, no more sway over you. You don't put them over your discernment. You don't put them over God, over universe. They wanted your faith to be shakable. But it's unshakable. Four of Pentacles. Again, hoping that they can reap the rewards of all of these benefits, and you would be putting in all of the work. Seven of Swords reversed, Ace of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. You have been dealing with a saboteur. Somebody here who only looks out for themselves. Somebody here, right? Because the Seven of Swords, it's about somebody going into the enemy camp so they can steal all of their weapons, so that way they can't fight back. Right? Creating that sabotage here. Somebody here was stealing all of your weapons, or they were trying to steal or take away opportunities or take away resources away from you. Somebody could have even wanted you to not have anything material, right? Some of you could have even gone to the point of, you know, maybe you're not in the place where you want to be, right? Maybe you've had to move in with family, or you've had to move in with friends, or constantly moving around, right? Maybe you haven't had a car, you haven't had a vehicle, you didn't have the resources that you needed because somebody here was sabotaging your forward movement, stopping you from receiving these blessings and opportunities here. But the fates have spoken. A cord is about to be cut, and a new one's about to be laid. The wheel is turning in your favor. The Moon reversed. All of their lies, all of their projections, all of their confusions are now theirs. Like that profile that they created about you is now theirs to carry. It's now their profile. It's now who they are. It's on full display. Even the whole community's on full display. And now this whole community could be turning on this individual, or this could even be a couple here that went up against you. Let me clean this up so we can get a couple more decks. Actually, let me put that one back upright. Universe, please give us some character clues about who these people can be, or are. Universe, please give us some character clues. This could definitely be somebody here with exaggerated features. Somebody here could have hazel eyes. Universe, please give us some character clues. Okay. There could be a Libra here, and this could be you, could be them. Somebody here could be a boomer. Could be you, could be them. Take this however it resonates. Somebody here could drive an SUV. Somebody here has a sharp face. This could be this could be a sibling of yours, a brother or a sister here. This could be somebody here who's older than you. Or maybe you're somebody here who generally stays more to themselves, right? And this is somebody here who's always in everybody's business. You know, trying to be the life of the party. Somebody here could be holding on to some kind of scar, or they have a lot of scars on their body, or this could be you, maybe from a surgery or from an accident or something. Maybe even a dog bite. Universe, please give us some character clues. Don't even tell me that one of your siblings was trying to stop you from having love, from having genuine relationships. Why? Because maybe they're stuck in some kind of dead-end marriage with an immature individual and somebody here who claimed to be wealthy and they're really not? Or somebody to claim that they're an amazing provider, but this person provides nothing? We have powerful. Somebody here could hold a powerful position, maybe a position of authority, position of influence. This could be you, it could be them. Or this is somebody here who hangs out with a lot of powerful people. They purposely attach themselves to power. Universe, please give us some more character clues. Okay, that was way too many. Somebody here could wear a lot of black clothing. This could be a neighbor of yours. Somebody here could have average height. Or maybe somebody here wears a lot of black because we did have that thieving card. Maybe somebody here was, I don't know, committing some kind of crimes in the dark and they didn't want to be caught. Or this could be somebody here who dresses very alternative, very grunge, very goth, or they just wear a lot of black. This could be you, it could be them. Somebody here could have a skin condition, either rosacea, psoriasis, dry skin, eczema, hidradenitis suppurativa, which is what I suffer with. Somebody here who could always dress really nice, likes name brands, suit and tie, or likes to be presented as somebody here who's very well put together. Somebody here could be Native Indian, Native American. Somebody here could have a double chin or a butt chin. Again, I throw no shade. I have a butt chin. That's why I keep a beard. Somebody here could be a millennial. There's definitely a difference here in ages, in generations. I don't know if this is somebody here who thought that they knew better than you, or I don't know. Or there could be an age gap here somehow. There's definitely a man involved somehow. Or this is somebody who wants to be seen as the man. Universe, please give us some more character clues. Somebody here could have medium hair. Universe, please give us some character clues. Yellow clothing. Somebody here could wear a lot of yellow. Maybe somebody here could drive a Harley as well. Isn't that like the yellow and orange and the black? Again, we have this average height. Maybe somebody here is just upset that all they'll ever be is just average. We have a step, foster, or adoptive sibling. This could be your stepbrother, or your adoptive sibling, foster sibling. I don't know, this could even be somebody here who thought that they were in the same boat as you. Maybe this is somebody here who's upset. Maybe y'all were raised together, and y'all obviously ended up totally different polar opposites or something, and they're like, why is Collective doing better than me even though we've had the same opportunities and resources at our disposal? Or I don't know, maybe because you decided to do something with it. Universe. We have preppy. Somebody here could dress very preppy. This could be you. It could be them. Universe. We have dimples. Somebody here could have dimples. We have a Gemini here at the bottom of the deck. A lot of air energy, and we have piercings. Somebody here could have a lot of piercings. This could be you. It could be them. Maybe somebody here was judging you because you have a lot of piercings. Universe. Tell us more for the collective, please. Tell us more for the collective. My OCD's kicking in. I don't know if this is somebody here who, likes things in a particular way, or it's their way or the highway type of energy. Universe. Witness. There's definitely a witness here involved. Maybe somebody here is coming forward to speak up on what it is that they have witnessed, or maybe that's you. Repeat offender. Somebody here who has been convicted of a crime more than once. Habitual offenders. Habitual offenders are treated more harshly than first-time offenders. So maybe this is somebody here who has already done this type of thing to somebody else and they got caught for it, but yet they thought that they can continue to do it again. And this could even be spiritually. Like, maybe this is somebody here who's a repeat offender spiritually. And that's why the light and the dark sides are teaming up together to be like, bitch, really? Really? You didn't learn the first time? Universe. Tell us more, please. Secret feelings, emotions or desires that an individual consciously or unconsciously keeps hidden from others, and sometimes even themselves. This person, or these people here, have been keeping their own emotions and desires on secret. I don't know, maybe because you broke free from some kind of programming and conditioning, or maybe even some kind of dogma here, and I don't know, they feel like you betrayed them in a way, and maybe that's part of their secret feelings, because maybe they secretly want to be as free as you. Maybe you live your life freely and authentically because you embrace all of you, and somebody here or people here feel like they can't or they couldn't. Again, none of that is your problem. Universe, tell us more. Why am I having such a difficult time shuffle these? Universe, please tell us more. It's like they don't want something to fit in your hands. We have a corrupt judge. There could even be a whole corrupt judge involved in here. Or this could just be somebody here with authority who is very corrupt. You know, somebody here who does secret dealings. They do things for money. We have verbal intimidation, raising voice, speaking, shouting with loud, aggressive tone to dominate, name-calling, insults, derogatory language to demean and belittle, using threats, explicit or implied threats to harm, retaliate, or negative consequences. Well, if you don't do this, then I'm going to do this, and if you don't do that, then I'm going to take away this. Right? That's the type of energy. It's somebody here who wants to raise their voice to assert some kind of dominance over you. Last time I checked, you're a grown-ass adult. Somebody here who lives beyond their means, spending more than one earns, using credit or loans to cover expensive. These people could even be going in debt trying to go after you, maybe by paying off a corrupt judge or paying off a whole community of people that don't even like them. Maybe trying to pay off witnesses, maybe some kind of witness intimidation. Somebody here who has filed false reports on you. Repeated behavior, very predictable pattern. They've done this before. They're a repeat offender. We have a karmic masculine here. Acts like a dick because he only thinks with his dick. Somebody, they definitely lack emotional maturity. Absolutely. Somebody here wants to lay a trap. They want you to take the fall. They want you to take the blame for something. Maybe now they want to claim, oh, the rest of the community doesn't want to deal with me because of you. Why? Because of your truth? Maybe because you spoke up on what you've witnessed? We have hostage, a dynamic where one side has lost power. Yeah, they were trying to hold you hostage. Trying to put the blame onto you. Trying to force you into doing what's best for them. Look, that hostage came out. This could even be somebody here who holds people hostage. Maybe with some kind of blackmail or something. I don't have a blackmail card. I should write one. Using some kind of blackmail here. Or even corruption. To file fake reports against you. So not only are they filing fake reports against you, but people who don't even know you are also filing fake reports. This could be with the police department. This could be on social media if you have a social media presence. Or they're just filing false reports with anybody who would listen in the community. Like, don't go to Collective's Bakery because they put meth in the cupcakes or something. I don't know. And maybe you were secretly investigated and your cupcakes were tested and look, no meth was found. But now they're gonna go investigate this person and finds that this person is smoking all the meth. We have blocked, obstructed, or congested so as to make movement or flow difficult or impossible. That's what they wanted for you. But now it's their turn to be blocked. They're not working alone. Others are definitely involved. Others are definitely involved. Repeat offender. Repeat offender. And we still have that verbal intimidation. Universe, tell us more, please. Wow, 57 on the timer. We have evidence. Proof is surfacing. Look closer. Closer. Available body of facts or information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true or valid. Evidence is going to be coming out. Maybe this witness has some kind of evidence about how somebody tried to make you a victim. It says person harmed, injured, or killed as a result of a crime, accident, or other event or action. Recognize your pain, but don't become it. We have a mastermind. Somebody could have masterminded something. They could have even used a fake ID, creating some kind of a racket here. Exploitation disguised as an opportunity, again with that blackmail energy. Somebody here is under surveillance. Maybe they were trying to keep you under surveillance, right? Because of that profile that they created about you, because of the false reports. Repeat offender came out. Somebody here is definitely guarded and closed off, emotionally reserved and reluctant to open up to others, often due to past negative experiences or a fear of vulnerability. Maybe that's what you wanted, or maybe that's why they were claiming why you were such a loner, why you had these healthy boundaries here. They were trying to claim that you were guarded and closed off because you were so hurt to let other people in. No, you just have the discernment to know who deserves to come in and who doesn't. clean this up so we can pull out some more decks. Alrighty, y'all. I am gonna be right back. Hi, everybody. I am back. Alrighty. Universe, please tell us more. Please tell us more. What's the tea? What's the tea for the collective? What do they need to know? What do they need to know, universe? Thank you. Somebody here is trying to dig for dirt on you again, maybe because they came up empty the first time. This is definitely somebody who is very obsessive, an obsessive lover, an obsessive friend, an obsessive ex, an obsessive person that you no longer speak to. They're trying to dig for dirt on information. They want you to look bad. They're trying to ruin your reputation. This is even somebody who could have been claiming that you were trying to dig up dirt on them, or that everything that you do is about them, or I don't know. Again, somebody here who feels like they're the main character of your story. But again, it's all ego. It's all because their ego is hurt, all because you want nothing to do with them anymore. It's getting in the way of them having healthy relationships here. Somebody here who could have even been... This is somebody here who's even trying to claim that maybe you're in a love triangle, or that you've been trying to get... And this could even literally be somebody here. Like, if this is a sibling, this could be somebody here who's even been trying to claim that you want their partner, but you don't. Or it could be somebody's partner claiming that you want their man or you want their woman. But in all actuality, you don't. Why would you want a broke, immature individual who obviously can't even provide for themselves, who can't even take care of themselves? We saw that earlier with that wealthy man in the reverse and that mature woman in the reverse. Somebody here who's going under legal issues right now. Maybe for filing fake false reports, and now they're trying to dig for dirt here because, like I said, it's coming out empty, so now they're in trouble here because filing a false report is also a crime. You're wasting resources. This is somebody here who is hooked. They are so hooked and obsessed on you. This could even be somebody here that you met like 15, 20 years ago or whatever, right? And somebody who felt like they had a bridge to burn. Universe, tell us more. Be very careful of who you give up information to, because we did have that energy here of somebody here not working alone, so they could even be using people or monitoring spirits, right? And they'll do that. The monitoring spirits will use like people around you to ask you like all these invasive questions. You know, like, when was the last time you had your Brazilian wax? Or what, you know, where do you buy the product for your bakery, right? Where do you get your flour from? I don't know. Like, they want to know all these specifics that are really none of their business. You know, how do you wipe your ass? Is it from front to back or from back to front? It should always be from front to back, by the way. But, you know, it's that kind of energy of them asking you these questions here that really have no relevance to their life. But that's what they want to know. They want to know all these little things about you so they can use it all against you. So they can try and find some fault in you. Somebody here was holding a grudge. This person is holding a grudge. Somebody here could even be doing like candle magic to come after you, right? But yet they want to kiss your ass. So this is somebody here who's holding a grudge over you because whatever they're digging for dirt, they're not finding anything, and that's making them even more mad because they can't make the profile stick. So now they're more mad. Somebody could even be trying to do like love spells, not in a way to get you to love them, but in a way for them to like kiss your ass in hopes that you would see them in a better light. I feel like it's just turning you off even more. Somebody here could be carless. This could be you. It could be them. This is somebody who could have even intentionally been causing car issues for you. Like, this is somebody here, maybe they're in pocket with your mechanic. Or go to my guy. You know, that type of energy. Go to my guy. Go to my girl. I got a person for that. You should go see them. And again, there are good people out there who have a good pool of resources. I'm not trying to say that, but use your discernment. Especially when you know this person isn't already on your side. Do you really think that the people that they're connected to are on your side too? No. You're being asked to dust off whatever happened to you. And maybe you have because you're not holding a grudge against what this person did. That caused you to leave in the first place. You were like, whatever, it's just someone being immature. It's just someone really ultimately fighting with themselves. It's their own triggers that they don't know how to manage. Somebody here has no facts. They always make shit up. Always make shit up. Always lies. Right? Because they want to be painted in a better picture. There's somebody here who doesn't do any research. They don't look deeper into things. It's like they're trying to make some kind of narrative stick that isn't real. You know, if this person applied this, this gift that they have, right? Maybe they would make a great fictional author. Maybe write a book, since you're so great at manufacturing all of these false stories. And clearly, you're very obsessed. You have the ability to lock in on something. Universe, tell us more. Their hurt ego was coming out. Their ego was hurt. And that's why they're digging for dirt. Because you dusted them off to the left, and now this person's stalking you, them and their friends, or them and their lovers. Right? Maybe this is somebody who gets into new relationships and badmouths you. Oh, did you hear what my ex did to me? Right? And then people believe it because, they want to get this person's attention. Obviously, they're with them for a reason. Right? Because they fell for the story. They fell for the trap. So now, boom, you have another enemy. Right? And then maybe when those people find out the truth, that's why there's that disconnection with the community. We have crying over you. This is just somebody who's really just crying over you. They want you back in their grasps. They want you back in their field. But they can't have you anymore. And lying about you isn't going to get you back. So I don't know what this person's end game is because you're still uninterested. Universe, tell us more. Queen Rising, you're stepping into your power. You could be being praised at this time, coming up in the spotlight. You're definitely receiving an offer here. I don't think this offer is from a happiness hater. I just think that there's somebody here who's pissed off that you're receiving offers. That people actually want to be around you. That people like you for you. That you actually are who you say you are. Excuse me. And they're so mad. Maybe because you're able to attract a partner that is better than them. Or if this is a couple here that's out against you, maybe you're able to attract a partner that's better than theirs. If this is a parent here, maybe you're able to get into a relationship that was better than the one that they've had. Maybe they were jealous. Maybe they got into a relationship. Times were different back then. Maybe because they felt like they needed support. Maybe they married for money. Again, Carlos. This could be somebody here who did not want you to have any forward movement. But now they're going to be stuck. They're going to be trapped. They're not going to have any wheels. Just going to be them and their 2 feet. And from what we saw earlier in the tarot deck, right? Somebody's going to try and make you some kind of an offer, but they don't even have shoes. Because they're doing that to see if they could get on the universe's good graces. Universe, give me one more, please. Unfazed. Continue to be unfazed. That pisses them off even more. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to cock block you by talking shit because you're moving in silence here. Maybe you don't have a car because of, this person blocking opportunities from you, making things more difficult for you, and you're just moving in silence at this time. And maybe you do have a car, but maybe you park it, 2 blocks away. Maybe you're moving in silence. You're not letting people know what you're up to, what you have. In case you're still in a situation here where you still kind of have to deal with these people somehow, you're not letting them know. But this is somebody here who wants to cock block you. They want to stop you from having opportunities, whether it's romantic, whether it's connecting with people in your family for you, or connecting with people in your community. They don't want you to have these opportunities, so they're going to continue to talk shit. And the story's not matching up because you're walking around unfazed. You're like, whatever, say what you want about me. I don't care. Because usually when people are talking shit about other people, it's really how they ultimately feel about themselves, right? It's their triggers that they don't know how to deal with. Universe, tell us more. Somebody here doesn't want to hear it, and we have a sex shop. This could be somebody here who has a whole sex demon on them. I don't know, maybe this couple that's going after you, for those of you dealing with the couple, I don't know, like maybe they don't even want them each other, or maybe one of their people here is always constantly, you know, seeking outside validation. Or this is somebody here who wanted to get you involved in that love triangle. I don't know. Take it however it resonates, y'all. Like I said, I don't know your particular situation. But that's the energy. It's like somebody wanted to just take from you. Very non-committal energy, right? And even friends and family can be non-committal. We have outdated. Somebody here has outdated thinking. Very irrelevant, very old news. Definitely talks about dead set, stuck in their ways, unable to evolve. This could be religious dogma or even some kind of a programming. Some kind of old programming. You know, the world is a lot different now than what it was back then. This is somebody here who has extreme anger management. They can't control themselves. They have no discipline. This is somebody here who is extremely pissed when things don't go their way, or where they can't manipulate things to go their way. Somebody here is trying to fulfill a fantasy, and they're pissed off at the fact that you won't help them fulfill their fantasy. That's apparently very outdated. I just heard harem. I don't even know what that is. Keeping you a secret. So this person talks shit about you. They hate you so much, but again, those secret feelings, they really, really want you. They really want you. If they could have you, they would. They would. But instead, they talk all of this shit and they keep you a secret. We have expecting a new beginning. Yes, you are. You're expecting a new beginning because you are sexually protected here. Somebody here could be falling under depression because all the works that they did on you did not work. And now they're feeling bad. Now they're feeling down on themselves. They feel like they failed. You did. We have a pregnancy test. Somebody here could have gotten somebody knocked up, or somebody here is getting some kind of unsure results due to a test. I don't know. Maybe somebody is failing an STD test. Maybe they're failing a drug test. Maybe all of the above because they're so focused on tantric sex. All because they're envious here, so they try to make themselves feel better. Maybe you are the best that they'll never have. Maybe they're trying to look for you in other people and they can't. And that pisses them off even more. It's like you gave them a taste of the good side. Universe, tell us more, please. It's like you don't care. You're still shining. You're still doing you. You're still living your best life. Universe, please give us one more. Thank you. I hate nothing about you. They hate nothing about you. They've been caught red-handed. This is somebody here who talks so much shit about you. They hate you, but they actually probably really have secret feelings for you. If this is a sibling or a step-sibling or a foster, I don't know. Maybe this is somebody here who knows that they can't be with you, so that's why they try to attack you here, because they're trying to find fault in you to make themselves feel better. I don't know. That's just very weird and deranged and twisted energy. But somebody here has been caught. Evidence is being uncovered. Somebody is getting exposed. Some kind of cheating here has been revealed. This is somebody here who cheats on everybody. They cheat on their own people. They cheat on their own community. Again, this is somebody who's very self-serving. They don't care about anybody else but themselves, and that's why the whole community is leaving them around, is leaving them behind. This is definitely somebody here who really looks up to you. I don't know, this person needs therapy or something. They need to talk to someone. Because it's causing them to do crazy things. Universe, give us one more. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear. They don't like being caught. They don't like being caught, so they're trying to burn evidence. They're trying to cover their tracks up because you're fighting for what you love. There's some kind of red lipstick stains and evidence here that somebody here does not want to own up to. They don't want to own up to it. Somebody here in a private relationship, trying to keep something a secret. Be very, very cautious at this time. Like I said, somebody here is just trying to dig for dirt on you because they're envious. This is even somebody who could have even been warned to stop going up against you, maybe from the rest of the community. And they're expecting some kind of new beginning here because they want to run away, because everything is falling apart. That false life that they built, tarnishing you. You know what's so funny? This person made all of their choices and all of their decisions based around taking you down, trying to be seen as better than you, wanting to win at all costs, whatever that means. They didn't want anyone to see you as successful. And now they're getting played. This person played so many different people that now they can't handle the fact that now they're being played. Remember, what you put out is what you get back. Somebody here has definitely been investigating. Somebody here has definitely been lurking behind the corner, definitely keeping an eye on this person, and it could be the police because of all the false reports that they wrote about you. And maybe that's why they're trying to burn evidence, because they know the heat is on them. So they're still trying to find some kind of dirt here, though. So they're getting rid of the evidence of all the bad things that they did about you, about all the lies, because they were holding some kind of a grudge here. But now they're also trying to dig for dirt to try and still try to pin something on you. Be like, see, I told you the collective was such a bad person because they stepped on that plant. Did you see them step on that plant? They weren't even looking what they were going. Like, that's the kind of energy. Like, you kicked my dog. That reminds me of that meme. Okay. I don't know, maybe somebody here is claiming that you kicked their dog? I don't know. Universe, tell us more, please. Until debt tears us apart. Somebody is learning some karmic lessons at this time. They're being forced to mature. This is a Saturn return here. This is restrictions, adversity. This is all fate. This is all fated to happen until debt tears us apart. Maybe this whole couple or this whole community, maybe that's why they're all separating. They're all had to disband here because now they're all in debt and they don't have anyone else to pass along their debt to. We definitely have a feminine energy here, and there is some kind of reunion. So to my feminines out there, male or female, however you identify, but to my feminine energies out there, things are happening in your favor. You're definitely reuniting with the souls that are meant to be in your life. Maybe this is like past life connections that you were supposed to carry over in this lifetime, the ones that you were cock-blocked from, they're definitely trying to stop you from entering some kind of fated partnership. This is just somebody who did not want you to be happy because they weren't happy. So they made you out to be the enemy, and they ended up taking themselves out in the process. We have summer. This is happening in summer. I mean, today's June 21st. It's the equinox. Today is the first day of summer. This is about your goals, new patterns, and progress being made. And somebody here was definitely trying to control and sabotage your abundance, your windfall. They wanted, so it's not that they didn't want you to be successful. They wanted you to be successful only if they could control it. Only if they could reap the benefit off of it. Only if you would take them with you. So they wanted to put restrictions on it. Something here happened in spring. Maybe the seeds were already planted in spring, and now things are getting ready to sprout for you. Something here to do with your intuition. Things are not as they appear. No, deceit is heavily in the air right now for a cold, controlling saboteur who's trying to stop the wheel from turning in your favor, who's trying to stop fate from happening. You can't control destiny. And that's why the light and the dark side are on their ass, right? Because you can't control destiny. You can't control. Some things have already been written. We have dream. You could be receiving a lot of messages in your dreams, or these type of energies here could be trying to, I don't know, try to implant things in your dreams into your subconscious here, either using astral travel, but maybe they've been being blocked from accessing your energy in some kind of way because somebody's obviously mad that they're not finding any information on you. Also, definitely pay attention to your dreams. Your spirit team could also be communicating to you, giving you some kind of signs here. And we have shadow work. You have reflected. You have done the evaluation. You have been in hermit energy. You've done soul searching. And now it's their turn. Spring. The seeds have already been planted. This summer, you get ready to spread your wings and soar. A new cycle is here with this world card. A new cycle is forming for you. Excuse me. Success after the quest. You were always meant to take on these lower level energies. You were always meant to rise. This situation, I feel like, was only meant to trigger your ascension. And once you ascended, they were like, oh shit. Let's try to get collective back down. And that's where they went wrong. By trying to, again, still control and manipulate the situation here, even though you already passed the test. Their karma probably wouldn't have been as bad had they only just played the part that they were supposed to play. But they held a grudge. You're attracting beautiful things here. Passion, mutual feelings. Somebody is definitely feeling drawn to you. You're definitely drawing like-minded energy. I'm not going to pull the Scrabble tiles out today, only because this is already an hour and a half long. We are going to close this off, though. Universe. I'm going to use Affirmations Oracle, and I'm going to read from the Book of Happy. Universe, please give us an affirmation, thank you, for the collective. You have two of them, peacefulness and divine timing. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, so I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. Amen. And divine timing. Everything is timing and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they are doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. See, they wanted you to be impatient. They wanted you to question your faith. But you were like, you know what? You had strong patience. And maybe that was a lesson for you as well, the patience part. But just knowing that you would get whatever it is that you were asking for, it's coming, it's here, divine timing is now, because you've released expectations. No matter how much people wanted you to doubt in your own faith, and they couldn't shake your peace. Universe, please give us a final, well, not a final message, but a second to final message for the collective. I love the smell when you go to shuffle cards that you've just saged. You can still smell the sage on them. Love that. Universe, please give us a second to final message for the collective, please. We have nurture, number 38, that breaks down to an 11, which also breaks down to a 2. 222, you guys could resonate with that angel number, or even 88 that we saw earlier. We also had 44 as well. Focus on creating a calm and balanced life for yourself. Ganesha asks you to maintain a compassionate, nurturing, realistic, and down-to-earth attitude when it comes to collaborating with others and your present conditions. You can benefit from being more resourceful and practical. This is a time of slowing down and bidding your time and resources. Deal with any issues as they arise, and brainstorm practical and easy solutions that will fix the problem with minimal drama. Be careful of giving too much without regard for your own needs. That's what they want. They want you to give more. They want you to push aside your needs. If you have been feeling exhausted or have been prone to illness, you are invited to stop doing so much for others and do more for you at this time. Do not seek empowerment by doing for others from a place of needing acknowledgement. Empower yourself by nurturing yourself, and then, from a healthy place, help others. Learn to nurture and create occasions for others to grow by offering a safe, accommodating energy. This energy is the energy of the heart chakra. As your life comes more into alignment with your soul purpose, you bring this nurturing and unconditional love beyond your immediate surroundings and out into the world. The female figure in this card is Ganesha's mother, Parvati. She represents a strong female figure in your life that you may look to for extra support and guidance. This could be any female role model, friend, or acquaintance that you find yourself drawn to at this time. Alternatively, Parvati can represent a part of yourself, especially when much of your time is spent focusing on the nurturing and caring of others. It's time for you to nurture yourself, and do not allow anybody to make you feel guilty about that. And lastly, universe. Let go of negative body images. There is no correct body shape. Sure, you should strive to be as healthy as you can, but if you feel comfortable in your own skin and you're happy with your life, other people's opinions of body types shouldn't matter. Don't let other people tell you you're not beautiful or that you could be more beautiful if you only did this or that. Your opinion of your body is the only one that matters. If you are not happy in your own skin, then take steps to improve yourself. Not only, but only if you truly desire to make those changes. So you're being asked to keep it real. And this could be people who've been trying to alter your image by profiling you and holding you hostage here, right? In a sense, in order for you to contort into the image that they already have for you. They don't want you to step into your own. That is what I have for y'all today. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you tomorrow, and I am going to be starting the collective sign readings, as I said earlier. So, ciao everyone. Have a great day or great night whenever you're watching this, but sending you love as always. Ciao.